It's cute. I love it. Oh, look at that. Look at those colors. Yay. Look at that. All right. Walk-in advertisement. Hey crafty friends, welcome back to the channel. Today I just wanted to hop on and do a real quick tutorial. I have this Make Market t-shirt from Michaels, and this is my first time that I'm trying out sublimation on this t-shirt, so I figure why not get on camera and let's do it together. My heat press is up and ready. I've already preheated my shirt, and I already went over it with a lint roller. You want to just make sure you preheat your shirt before you sublimate, and go over it with a lint roller to get all the fuzzies and stuff off, because the fuzzies will show up in your project. So I've already done that. And let me show you the image. I've already printed out my images as well. I did do these in Cricut, and I printed them off on my Epson EcoTank 2800. And this is the paper that I'm using. It is this right here. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and get started with our image. I'm just going to go ahead and put a piece of parchment paper in between the layers of my shirt so that I don't get any bleed through. So let me go ahead and do that. I really hope this works. Like I said, this is my first time using this particular brand for sublimation. So we're going to test this out and find out together. Let me go ahead and get this in here. Okay, so I have if you can see, I have my parchment paper, my butcher paper. Just bought a big roll from Sam's. So if you can see, I have that in the middle of our shirt. So now, I usually don't use a ruler, but I am going to use one today. So let me go ahead and pull it out, if I can find it. I got these little t-shirt rulers off of Amazon. One of them I did burn. So they look like this. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on here. What you also need too with sublimation is you're going to need some type of heat tape. I use the Cricut brand. And I have that here. Okay, so we're going to be using some heat tape. Make sure I tell you one more time. So this one here is the Cricut brand. This is the infamous one that you see everybody get off of Amazon. Okay, let's go ahead and place down our image. Ideally, if you don't have this, they always say use your fingers, 4 fingers from the top. And as you can see, that's almost perfect. Okay, so let me go ahead and put down my image. To get it to be centered, I normally just go ahead and fold my image over. Oh, hold on, my heat press is trying to turn off. Okay, I fold my image over, and then I just lightly crease it to find that middle. Okay. And you also want to make sure that you mirror your image so that your image comes out correct on your t-shirt. So as you can see, if you can't see, you see how it's the right way, this way, backwards, and it's not this way. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this down. So I'm going to stand back and I'm going to look to see if that's where I want it to be on my shirt. Sometimes even using this, I feel as if my image is too far down, but this looks like it'll be okay. And it's still within the parameter of my butcher paper. So now I know with that butcher paper in between, I'm not going to have any bleed through the back. So I'm okay with this being here. I'm going to go ahead and tape it down. I can take this off now. Okay, we get our tape. My dispenser I got from Amazon as well. And you want to make sure that you tape this so that you don't have any pockets. So tape it down really good. Now, sometimes I can be an over taper. I think I've said that before. But you just want to make sure that everything lays flat. So I have it taped. Let me just get the corners because I don't want no lifting. I don't want any ghosting. So let me get these down. So tape as much as you think you need to. Okay, so we got our image taped down on our shirt. Let me go ahead and get you adjusted. I'm going to turn you around to the heat press and we'll go ahead and get it pressed. So give me a second. Okay guys, so here we are at the heat press. This is my HTV Ron auto press. I have it up here on the plate, the platen. Just want to make sure that it's straight. Okay, and you also want to place a protective layer over the top of your project as well so that you don't mess up your plates on your heat press. So I have a little piece of butcher paper here. So I'm going to go ahead and place it on top. Now my heat press is set at 375. You see, let me show you. I don't know if you can see it, but it's set at 375 here for 30 seconds. Okay. And that is according to the directions off of my sublimation paper. Okay, so it gives you a guide here of what to put your heat press to. Okay, all right guys, hold your breath, fingers crossed. Let's go ahead and get this pressed. I'm gonna go ahead and slide it in. Just make sure that my shirt is how I want it to be. And okay. And just make sure everything is covered. We don't want nothing bleeding on nothing we don't want it on. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and hit the button, and that's going to go ahead and count down from 30 seconds to 0, and it's going to automatically pop up. I finally found my heat gloves. You want to make sure that you're using heat gloves when you are doing anything with any type of heat, sublimation or anything like that, so you don't burn yourself. I may or may not use these because sometimes, you know, my fingers don't work, so sometimes it's easier for me to pull it off with my fingers instead of using the glove. Okay, so 30 seconds is over. I'll go ahead and pull it out. Just gonna take a little peek just to see. Okay, I think we might be good. I'm not going to press it again. So let me go ahead and take the tape off and let's see what we got. So again, like I said, this is not that hot, but just be careful. You know, you be the judge on your project. Okay. All right, so there we go. So this is what's left on my paper. Okay, it's a nice image release. And this is what's on our shirt. Okay, it's pretty cute, right? All right, let me go ahead and get the back situated, and then I'm gonna pause and I'm gonna come back and show you what I do for the back. So give me a second, guys. Okay guys, here we are with the back of the shirt. I'm going to go ahead and lint roll it the same as we did to the front. I got my butcher paper in the middle between the, you know, the two layers. So I want to show you the rest of the images that I'm going to be using. So I'm going to put this on the back and this as well. Okay, so I printed these images out in Cricut. And when you do so, when you do a print and cut in Cricut, if you're not aware, it comes with registration marks. So you want to make sure that you cut these off. Like anything that's not a part of your picture or your project, you want to make sure that you remove it. Because if you don't, this will sublimate on your shirt or on your project. So let me go ahead and cut those off. So I'm just going around my projects. And also too, like if you have any ink, like if you see here, the tiniest amount of ink that's on this paper right here, the tiniest amount of ink, okay? that will get into on your project as well. So you want to pay attention to that. Like I'll show you on the one that I cut the first time. See, look. Sometimes with your printer, it'll bleed or it'll do something funky, especially if you haven't used it in a while. I haven't used mine in a while, so the ink kind of transferred on spaces that I didn't want it to. So I'm just cutting this out. So we have our images that we're going to put on the back. Along with that pack of rulers, it came with the adult back. The first one I used at adult front. So we're going to go ahead and use this again. Make sure it's in the middle. Make sure your items are lining up how you want them to. So if you don't want them in the middle, you want a Cricut, put them Cricut. It's all up to you. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do like I did before. Fold my image, crease it, find the middle. Same with this one. Okay, and I think I'm going to do the Instagram one first. So again, I'm turning it over. As you can see, it's right side backwards. So make sure you mirror your image. And I'm just going to follow my guide. So see, this says the center. I'm just going to follow this guide. Okay. And I'm going to trust that this guide is going to guide me the way that I need it to. Okay. So let me go ahead and get this tape down. We're still using our heat tape. Okay, I got both images taped down, so I'm going to go ahead and take it over to the heat press. I'm still within my butcher paper. Just want to make sure so we don't get any bleed. I think I might add another sheet in between here just to be on the safe side. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and press it, and then I will come back and show you the results. Okay, hang tight, guys. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and take a look. This is hot, so be careful. Make sure you protect your fingers and your hands at all times. So let me take a peek. Let me just make sure we got some type of transfer here. And this is hot, so be careful. All right, go ahead and peel this off. Okay, that's our first one. Nice ink release off of this paper. Okay, and let's go ahead and get the other one off. Hot. And look at that, guys. We sublimated a t-shirt. Look at that. I'm going to go ahead and take out my butcher paper from the inside. I did add an extra sheet because this I had an extra image under here, so add 2 pieces. Oh, and see, look, you see that? If I would have never put that down up underneath this t-shirt, I would have got this, would have got on here. We definitely don't want that to happen. So make sure you protect your surfaces. And as you can see, this is clean. There's nothing on there. So let me go ahead and show you the front of the t-shirt. So this is the front. Let me move you over just a little bit so you can see. So you can see and I can see. Okay, so this is the front of our shirt. Okay, and this is the back. Nice, right? Didn't take long at all. I think the longest part of this process is designing your image and printing it off through Cricut. But I think it came out cute. Cute. That's gonna be next. I'm telling you, I already got it in Design Space to have it printed out. And this is also using the new parameters that Cricut has in their beta version. So, you know, before you had a very small amount of space to be able to do a print and cut. But this is the print and cut parameters using the 8.5 by 14 parameters, the legal, I believe it is. So I like it. I'm happy that I went ahead and did it finally because I've been procrastinating, but here it is. You guys let me know what you think. Okay guys, here's my shirt. Let me know what you think. I'll go ahead and try and turn around so you can see the back. Okay. The only thing that I would say with these t-shirts is that I'm an extra large and this is an extra large and it just fit. So I don't think that they're true to size. So I would recommend or suggest that you size up. So just take a note of that. But yeah, this is what we created together, guys. Okay. Let me know what you think, crafty friends. All right. I appreciate you guys. Until the next one. Bye.